Have you ever walked into work and felt the temperature drop? Not from the air conditioning, but from the way the room goes quiet when you enter. Maybe you've sensed the glances, the whispered jokes, the way your ideas seems to echo back at you from somebody else's mouth, louder and suddenly brilliant. If you've thought, why does this feel like high school all over again? Well, you're not alone. Today, I want to talk about something we don't name enough. It's the mean girl. How to spot them, how to protect yourself, and how to build resilience so you can thrive no matter who's at the table. Let me take you on a story. I was working at a consulting firm. I was eager, a little naive, and honestly just grateful to be there. A new senior colleague, let's call her B, wanted me to show her the ropes. She was friendly, smart, and seemed to communicate extremely well. I thought I'd found a mentor because she was senior and had done a lot. But soon things shifted. Emails I sent to the team would mysteriously go unanswered unless B replied first. In meetings, she'd interrupt me, then repeat my ideas as her own. I'd find out about important meetings after they happen. The group chat would light up with inside jokes I didn't quite understand. At first, I blamed myself. Maybe I wasn't assertive enough. Maybe I was too eager. I started staying late, double-checking my work, but the more I tried to fit in, the more invisible I felt. One day, I overheard B and another colleague laughing about my try-hard attitude in the kitchen. My stomach dropped. That night, I went home and cried, not just from embarrassment, but from the ache of realizing I was being frozen out. The breaking point came during a big pitch. I'd spent weeks preparing, and the client loved my work. Afterward, B took credit for the presentation in front of the team. I felt a mix of rage and shame, but instead of confronting her, I shrank. I stopped volunteering ideas. I started to fade into the background. Then one afternoon, another senior colleague, someone in another team, asked if I was okay and said, I notice how B treats you. It's not right. You're so good at what you do. Don't let her make you feel small. That moment was a wake-up call. I realized that I was letting somebody else's insecurities define my reality. I was building my confidence on sand, letting every whisper and glance erode my foundation. I had a choice, keep shrinking or reclaim my space. Now let's pause here for a moment. If you've ever been the target of a mean girl behavior, you know it's not just about what happens on the surface. It's the way you start to question yourself, replaying every conversation, wondering if you're too much or not enough. It's the ache of walking into a room and feeling the temperature drop, the way you start to shrink just to avoid being noticed. There's a reason it hurts so much. Humans are wired for connection. When you're excluded, undermined, or talked about behind your back, your nervous system reads it as danger. It's not a weakness, it's biology. You are not the problem. You are not too sensitive. You are not imagining things. Mean girl behavior is real. It's rooted in insecurity, jealousy, and fear, not in your worth. And while you can't control how others act, you can choose how you respond. You can choose to keep your heart open, to keep your standards high, to keep your energy focused on what matters. And if you want a step-by-step framework, what I use to handle mean girls at work, the exact strategies that help me reclaim my confidence and protect my energy, I've put it all together in a free guide for my Rhythm newsletter subscribers. You can sign up at aquahaura.com/rhythm, and there's a link below. I'll send you the full framework plus extra stories and support you won't find anywhere else. So why does mean girl behavior hurt? Well, psychologists say workplace exclusion activates the same pain centers in the brain as physical injury. When you're left out, gossiped about, or undermined, your body reads it as a threat. No wonder it feels like a punch to the stomach. But here's the good news. Resilience is a skill. You can train your nervous system to recover, to self-soothe, and find safety in yourself, even when the environment is hostile. Research shows that people who have even one supportive relationship at work are more productive, creative, and less likely to burn out. So if you're struggling, don't isolate yourself. Reach out. You deserve support. Here's what changed for me. I stopped trying to win over the mean girl. I focused on my work, my growth, my joy. I found allies, sometimes in surprising places. I learned to speak up, to document my wins, to celebrate myself even when others didn't. And slowly the power shifted. Their comments stung less. My confidence grew. I realized I didn't need their approval to succeed. If you're in the middle of this right now, know this. You're not alone and you're not the problem. You are allowed to take up space. You are allowed to shine. Let the mean girls be noise. You are the music. If this resonated, drop a comment, share your story, or join my newsletter for more support. And if you're ready to step into your power, watch the next video. I'll walk you through the exact steps I use to build resilience and thrive no matter who's at the table. You've got this. Until next time, peace.